Hey everybody, welcome back in for another video. So at Warhammer Fest, we had some good news for everyone who plays Khorne, World Eaters, Blood, Skulls, and Butcher's Nails. The World Eaters are getting their own codex. Let's go. That's so awesome. So it's interesting with this because part of the new Chaos Space Marine Codex is that the obviously World Eaters were taken out, but the Fallen were also taken out, so that it gives me hope that there may be a supplement coming out for them as well, but that will be a different video. So earlier today we saw some major reinforcements that the Heretic Astartes are getting alongside their new codex, but while this heretical tome is certainly fueled by hate and driven by vengeance, it isn't quite as angry as you might expect. One legion is conspicuous in its absence. Let's take a look at this video.
So the World Eaters are one of the original traitor legions that fell to chaos during the time of the Horus Heresy. They are the favoured of the Blood God, the Lord of War, so one of the great chaos gods, his personal servants. Unlike some of the other traitor legions, they're not really an organised force. There was a famous battle at Scalathrax where the legion was shattered, mainly by a guy called Khan the Betrayer. The clue's in the name. He kind of went mad, killed loads of his erstwhile colleagues, the legion shattered into pieces. In recent periods of time, increasing numbers of World Eater warbands have been seen across the galaxy, united by particularly powerful warlords. There'd be no surprise to anyone that they're mainly focused on close combat. They're a really aggressive fighting force. In the future, when we really explore them in depth, there'll be a little bit more nuance to some of the way that some of those units will work that will give you a really good play experience. One of the cool things about this project was an opportunity to treat the World Eaters as the faction in their own right. So we've taken them out of the Chaos Space Marines book so that we can give them all the love that they deserve. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some great rules content in White Dwarf to tide people over while they wait for the full World Eaters experience. So our current Khorne Berserker models literally fought the Long War. It's not quite 10,000 years, but they are showing their age a little bit. So we will be doing, as part of the main release for World Eaters later on, a full set of new miniatures, including, of course, new Khorne Berserkers. There'll be all kinds of exciting things released as part of that miniature release. Some of those will be old favourites, but there'll be a few surprises in there as well, and things that maybe people aren't quite expecting. As ever, there's always great things happening in the 41st millennium, and I'm excited to see what you all do with the exciting new World Eaters in the future.
It's funny, that's not the video I was expecting at all with all the other the way they do the videos. I didn't think it would just be guy talking about stuff. So let's take a look at the rest of this. So the World Eaters are breaking free of the confines of the Codex Chaos Space Marines and will be getting their own book. The Death Guard and the Thousand Sons have already received the same treatment, which gives you an idea of what to expect. Bespoke abilities, in-depth lore, terrifying new miniatures, and more. That's fantastic. It's funny with this because now I'm just like, where are my Emperor's children? Oh, I'm gonna have to wait so long. It's okay. The new codex for the 7th Legion is still a little way off, but the Warhammer Studio are hard at work in Khorne smeltering Hellforges, and we couldn't be more excited. In the meantime, those of you who already have World Eater armies can keep taking heads. We'll soon be publishing an index Hereticus of updated rules in White Dwarf, including data sheets for Khorne and the Berserkers, to use with the new Codex Chaos Space Marines. Among the new models arriving with the Codex are, of course, updated Khorne Berserkers. The current miniatures have served the Lord of War for decades, claimed plenty of skulls, and split their share of blood. And now it's time for them to return to the Brass Citadel and put their feet up. But what will the new miniatures look like? We managed to twist a few arms in the studio for an exclusive first look at something rather important. So we've got chain axes, and one of them is very big. So this definitely says to me that there's 2 axes for regular Marines, an axe for a champion, and then a double-handed axe that will be a strength bonus or some different stat line that will be better. 1 for every 10. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Khorne Berserkers can't go anywhere without their roaring chain axes. They'll be using these heinous hatchets to chop their way through everything the 41st millennium has to offer. That's not all. The Codex will contain old favorites, dark legends, and some things that you've never seen before. We'll be bringing you more updates on Codex World Eaters and these murderous new miniatures over the next few months on Warhammer Community, so you can follow the eightfold path right up to release. It's interesting because I thought that this was a summer release, but if this is coming out in a White Dwarf, this may be a Christmas thing. This may very much be a Christmas thing. We'll have to see, because I get surprised all the time with Games Workshop where they will show miniatures and then some stuff that they've shown doesn't come out for a super long time and some of it flips right away. But the wording of that, especially if there's a White Dwarf coming out, I would imagine this might be a Christmas release instead of a summer release, but we'll have to wait and see what they do first. So while waiting for the new Khorne Worshippers, sharpen your action, check out all the big Warhammer 40,000 reveals from Warhammer Fest. All right. So I am excited for this. They need to bring out supplement books for every single Traitor Legion. It's silly that they do it for all of the regular Space Marines, but not for Chaos Space Marines. I don't understand that. But anyways, this is exciting. This gives me hope for a lot of stuff in the future. Let me know in the comments what you think of this, like, kind of reveal. Are you excited to get new Khorne Berserkers finally? Were you hoping, like I was still hoping, that they might do Fulgrim first, but it's okay. Everyone who plays World Eaters can have their day. I will have my day soon. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see everybody soon.